Welcome back to the Better Late Than Never Club. I'm Beck.
And I'm Frost.
And tonight we're getting a little spooky, but also a little funny.
I don't know what to say to that.
We're a bit out of practice.
We are out of practice. It's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we haven't been uploading as much, you might have noticed. You know, we have other creative pursuits.
Like work and paying bills.
Right. Getting through the day, trying not to think about the impending nuclear winter. You know, it's tough out here.
It's tough out there, especially for little creatives like us.
Right. So, but we're getting back on the saddle. We've been kicked several times in the head by the horse. Climbing back on.
Well, speaking of getting kicked in the head by a horse, we're watching Zombieland.
I don't know if that's an accurate reference or not.
It's not. I don't think there's a horse in the film. Although if there is, it would be a great reference, but I don't think anyone gets kicked in the head by a horse. I've seen this film. I think I saw it when it came out, and I very much enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that it is one of those films that hasn't aged poorly. Because, it's not a 90s film.
Sure.
So it's less likely to have aged poorly.
I mean, what, in 2009, how old are you? 10?
Oh, goodness.
20. That's how, sorry. I added 10 and 10 together.
Yeah, right. 20, young adult, having a bit of a watch of a movie. I remember it being quite funny and also quite good action and well written and a good cast and well acted. All around a lot to enjoy. And the reason I put this on the list to watch is because Zombieland 2 came out last year, I think.
Oh, sweet summer child.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Yeah, last year in the sense that it was 2019.
Oh, no. Anyway.
2019 will forever be last year.
Oh, no.
Until it's not.
Oh, I need to lie down.
You're much the way there right now.
So I wanted to watch Zombieland 2, but I wanted to watch it with you, and I wanted you to watch Zombieland 1, and here we are.
Right.
Fast forward 6 years, we're getting around to it. This is the Better Late Than Never Club.
Correct. It's in the name. You got to live up to it. So it is a post-apocalyptic zombie comedy.
Yes.
Which I have seen other films in that genre, such as Shaun of the Dead.
Classic. Great film.
What a great film.
Excellent film.
That is what I will be comparing it to in terms of quality, so I hope it stands up.
My memory, similar. Different, obviously, because...
Different energy. Yeah. British, American, that's like a big difference in comedy style.
Yeah, how they do their comedy, very different. Yep. And how they do their zombie films is different as well.
Yeah, I mean, zombies can vary greatly, right, in terms of...
But with all the differences, I think they both stand on their own as the two great zombie
post-apocalyptic. Thank you very much.
How do I say this? The two great zombie post-apocalyptic comedy films of all time.
I'm sure there's others as well.
Yeah, there probably are, but those are the only two I can think of.
Yeah. So like you said, there is a sequel called Zombieland Double Tap, which is a good title for a sequel. Came out in 2019.
Last year.
On the 10th anniversary of the first film. Which also did well. Speaking of doing well, this film grossed like 70 million, 75 million.
It's not bad.
It did become, at the time, the top grossing zombie film in history. That record has been broken a couple of times by different other things.
Yeah.
So.
Hello, Curie.
But it definitely was a success in the way that horror films have usually an uphill battle to be seen as super successful.
Yeah, real films.
In the space of film. Especially horror comedy, I feel like, has a special... Although, I don't know. Anyway, who am I to judge?
We enjoy horror and horror comedy, I think, a little bit more than your average punter.
Yeah.
So
let's talk cast. Because that is something I didn't know. I feel like I've seen snippets of this film over the years. So I did sort of have if you asked me who was in this movie, I would have been able to name the top billing, or there's really not that many people.
I can name two of the actors, I think.
Go on.
I could never get this guy's last name, but his first name is Jesse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't remember his last name, but I know it's Jesse. He's the guy who played He played Mark Zuckerberg in The Social Network.
Right.
And the other guy is, I think, I'm not sure if I'm going to get the right last name for this, but is it Woody Harrelson?
Correct.
Yeah. So, and I like him. I think he's good in comedy.
And of course you remembered the men. What a misogynist. I'm joking.
Well, to continue on with that trend, there's also somebody who had a cameo in it, which is not Bill Bailey, the guy from Ghostbusters. I'm so bad at names.
And faces.
Well, here's the thing. I know their faces.
I think you're medically bad at faces.
I'm medically bad at faces. I am just bad at names.
Normally bad at names.
I don't remember any of the other I remember like the faces of the other actors and actresses, but I don't remember their names.
Well, there's not that many more. There's 3 men, including the cameo of Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, that's it, not Bill Bailey.
There's 2 women. One of them's like a 10-year-old at the time. One of them's a female child, and one of them is a woman actress who's massive.
Who is she?
Emma Stone.
Oh, of course, yeah, Emma Stone.
Anyway.
She has different hair. I didn't have a chance.
So that's the cast, basically. Woody Harrelson being like the top billing in the sense that he's the most seasoned actor.
At this time, certainly, yeah.
Even now, I would say he and Emma Stone would fight it out for like current, who would get the most for a movie these days.
Yes.
Jesse Eisenberg, by the way.
Eisenberg.
He would still get a bit.
Sure.
The 10-year-old is Abigail Breslin, who has continued to be an actress.
That doesn't ring a bell,
but
though.
she's now an adult. Spoiler alert. That's how time works.
The passage of time.
So, a couple of fun facts about the production, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
It had a 41-day shooting schedule.
That's short.
Pretty short.
That feels short.
Yeah. Woody Harrelson had a couple of stipulations for taking on the role, a couple of which weren't really mentioned in specifics. It just had to do with casting and crew.
Okay.
I'm hoping in a positive sense. I can only imagine so.
Yeah.
The other 2, one of them was to have like an eco-friendly set, essentially.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Because I am peripherally aware that Woody Harrelson is kind of an eco guy. Like that's one of his
positions,
interests and passions.
Sure.
Which leads us into the 4th stipulation, which was that the director not eat dairy for a week. And I don't know how it
why?
Oh, I think because Woody Harrelson is like vegetarian or vegan. Probably vegan if he cares so much about dairy.
Yeah, right.
So I think his point was just to try it kind of thing, you know.
Who's the director?
We'll get to it. So the director did succeed, and he actually became a vegetarian for 11 months. But that doesn't include dairy, so I'm a little bit confused about the connection there. But either way, I just thought that was a funny...
I mean, being a vegetarian is easier than being a vegan, especially if you like things like coffee.
Yeah, I don't know if the Americans are that into good coffee anyway.
That's true.
So
who is that director?
So our director is a fellow called Ruben Fleischer.
Doesn't...
Yeah, I don't know if that's exactly how you say it, but it's, you know, his name's Ruben. He is, relatively, he's 50 now, so he would have been...
Pretty young back then.
Pretty young back in 2009. This was actually his debut directorial job.
That's pretty big to get, like... I feel like you need to be a big director to get big actors on payroll sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that was part of why Woody Harrelson felt like he could make funny stipulations to this kid.
Yeah,
he wasn't a kid, but you know what I mean?
Relative to Woody Harrelson, he was.
And also in terms of, like, this is his first gig as director, so he's like, sure, I'll do your movie.
Yeah.
If you don't eat dairy for a week.
I'm going to haze you, though. I'm going to haze the absolute living crap out of you.
So he has since gone on to do... He did the sequel, obviously, in 2019. Yeah. But he also did... It's a pretty short list, so I'll just bang through it. He did something called 30 Minutes or Less.
No.
Gangster Squad.
No idea.
And then he did Venom.
Huh.
Which is pretty big.
That's big.
That's big bickies.
And a good film.
He also did... He didn't direct the Venom sequel.
No.
But he did executive produce it. And then he did Uncharted. You know,
really?
Tom Holland, which I haven't seen.
We haven't seen that. Maybe in about 10 years.
Yeah, it came out in 2022. It's fresh. Fresh.
Too fresh.
And then lastly, this is an upcoming film due to come out this year, which is in the franchise. It's a franchise film called Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Oh,
so
it's the
heist
latest magician film.
Heist magic film.
It's interesting
with
that...
Jesse Eisenberg. Because remember, he's in those films.
Oh, yeah, he's too. The voice of God.
And Woody Harrelson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't you remember?
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. Gordon
and again,
Freeman.
we've only named the other men.
Look, you know, it's hard out there being a misogynist.
So yeah, that's it's interesting. He's kind of got a fairly short but pretty good directorial list there. Yeah. A couple that we don't recognize, but then...
That doesn't mean they're bad.
No, that doesn't mean they're bad.
That just means they haven't been out long enough for us to see them.
So yeah, I have pretty high expectations. If you think this is the same, I think Shaun of the Dead is one of my favorite, if not my favorite horror comedy. That like peaks that combo genre.
That also has a special spot because it's probably the first horror comedy I ever saw as well. Like You
But
cannot
no,
beat Sean Penn.
I don't know, dude, because
Wait, Sean Penn?
Pegg.
Sean Pegg.
Sean Penn is the one that beat up Madonna.
You cannot beat Sean Pegg doing the rehash of, all right, we're going to get Mom. We'll go.
You're gonna butcher it. Don't even try.
Every time.
I know what you're talking about. But look, I know what you're saying, but I kind of got into horror all at once. So I saw a few different horror comedies kind of back to back. So like Shaun of the Dead, Cabin in the Woods. I'm struggling to name another one, but
Yeah, there were not the Scream films, but there was like Scream ripoff films. I can't remember what they're called now.
oh, those, yeah, I hated those.
Yeah, they're
And
really,
I didn't really
really
see those. I
like
saw them
bad
on-
for the sake of being bad horror
Yeah.
comedies.
So I don't know. I guess like
This is good. I think you will enjoy this. I hope.
I hope so too. I do think that it's a genre that can be done badly because you have to balance the elements of, are you going to try and be scary at all?
I don't remember this film really inherently having any scary, like, ooh, let's be spooky scary. It was scary in the same way that Shaun of the Dead is scary. Like, there might be like, oh, a zombie came around a corner. Like, and scares the characters, but it's not there to scare you, it's to scare them, really, more than that. I think the start of this film is iconic.
All right. Well, I guess I better watch it then. Let's turn off these mics and turn on Zombieland. I almost said turn on the...
First, we find ourselves in a world overtaken by zombies. Remaining survivors go by the names of cities, and our protagonist, Columbus, is traveling home to find his parents. In his travels, he meets Tallahassee, a highly capable individual who reluctantly agrees to travel together. Not long after, they meet two more survivors, Wichita and Little Rock, who promptly scam the two men out of their weapons and their vehicle. Regrouping, the boys find another car, conveniently loaded with weapons. But because they are silly, silly boys, they are almost immediately conned again by Wichita and Little Rock. After a tense standoff, the group decides on a truce while they travel together. Their destination is Pacific Playland, an amusement park in Los Angeles. After a brief detour that ends with a dead Bill Murray, they reach the park. But alas, who could have foreseen that turning on all the lights and sounds of an amusement park might attract all the zombies? A combination of skill and quick thinking from Columbus and Tallahassee see the girls rescued from near death, and all four live to see another day in Zombieland. Here's some deeper thoughts on the matter.
You know, sometimes I feel like I should have a set of rules.
What would your rule number one be? I guess the question was, you should feel like you should have a set, not that you currently do.
Correct. Well, because I feel like a lot of, you know, we have his rules. Where was he
Rule
from?
one,
Columbus.
cardio.
Columbus's rules. There's other people with rules, right? There's the classic Gibbs rules and
Gibbs
NCIS.
rules. Yeah. We watched a lot of NCIS.
I feel like there's probably others.
I mean, like, there's like rules to live by, and there's all kinds of people who have rules, and rules are meant to be broken. There's a lot of statements about rules. But like I said, the start of this movie, for me, is like the bit that sort of really sticks, is the initial explanation of the first couple of rules. Mm-hmm. It was, on the rewatch, it was still okay. But I think rose-tinted glasses a little bit. I still enjoyed it, but it felt long. We didn't talk...
It wasn't that long.
No, I know.
It was like an hour and a half.
It was not, just shy of 90 minutes, which we didn't talk about at the start, but like a comedy film, 90 minutes, that's...
I mean, I think it was pretty well paced.
Yeah.
You couldn't have made it too much shorter without being like weirdly short.
Yeah. But there were moments where it's like, this is still going.
I can see why a 20-year-old guy would really like it. I didn't not like it. I thought it was pretty good. I
Yeah.
think Woody Harrelson's very funny.
Yes.
I enjoy him in comedy roles, or not necessarily like straight comedy, but roles where he gets to be a little wacky.
He definitely was.
Like in the Now You See Me films, he's also kind of got that.
Yeah.
It's not the same character,
No,
but it's,
but he's got that kind of like turning it up to 11 on the weird scale.
Yeah.
And that's his brand of funny, and he does it quite well.
yeah,
He's
very
enjoyable to
naturally,
watch.
very naturally. And I liked the comedic duo of him and Jesse Eisenberg playing the nerdy, scared kind of introvert
Yeah.
across from him. It was a really good casting choice for the two of them. They worked off each other well.
Yeah. I feel like Jesse has always played that kind of character.
I think they're both playing themselves.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That's the vibe I get. And that's okay. Like, they do it well. Like,
Yeah.
not in a, I can only see them kind of way, but in a way, it's a natural role that feels more real than not.
I do like that they're effectively playing themselves. We don't ever get a name from any of them except for Emma Stone's character.
Yeah.
And Bill Murray.
Yeah. Speaking of Bill Murray, before I forget.
Yeah.
So that role, the cameo celebrity role,
Yeah.
was originally written for Patrick Swayze
Oh, really?
with like references to his career, the scene from Ghost, all of that.
Yep.
But unfortunately, he got sick and had pancreatic cancer, and he died in the year this came out.
Oh, wow.
So there was a lot of people that were kind of tossed around, according to the Wikipedia, that the writers played with the idea of like who the celebrity cameo would be.
And also they'd have to get
themselves
them to agree to it as well.
Right. So some names on this list are Sylvester Stallone, Joe Pesci.
I mean, there's an homage to the Sylvester Stallone in the intro. There's that white jacket where he's firing the gun. It's very Scarface.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So Joe Pesci, Mark Hamill, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Bacon,
Yes.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, or even
yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
So some of those would be better than others, for sure.
And it doesn't say who, but the actor cast in the part dropped out a week before filming, but it doesn't say who that is or was.
Interesting.
And Woody Harrelson made a few calls and was able to get Bill Murray for the part.
That's actually incredible.
And apparently, according to Woody Harrelson, most of the scenes with Bill Murray were improvised.
Yeah.
Checks out, given I think both of their comedy stylings makes sense.
Let me give you some West Coast hospitality. Immediately does a bunch of weed.
Yeah. No, it was good. He was a good choice. It was the right level of like an old enough celebrity that it made sense that Woody Harrelson's character really liked him.
Yeah.
And then also
fit within the comedy horror
it was good.
genre. So yeah, that whole thing, I had actually forgotten the bit that Wichita and Little Rock are like con artists. I'd forgotten that entire subplot.
Plot point, yeah.
Which obviously it's not just a subplot.
Pretty important,
It's plot. That's plot. It's not subplot at that point. It is the whole shtick. So yeah, I'd totally forgotten that.
Yeah.
And I was really confused when they went into the thing and I was like, oh, it's my little sister. She's been bit. And I'm like, I don't remember this. I thought they adventured together. So I would immediately fall for a con.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good con.
It's a good con.
It's a good con. They've obviously, they're set up to be old hat.
Yeah.
At this kind of 1-2 punch.
The ring con is also good.
Yeah.
I like that.
This isn't my favorite Emma Stone role, but also she has a lot less to work with.
What is your favorite Emma Stone role?
It's hard to go past Easy A.
I was going to say Easy A.
I really like that.
It's a good film.
I haven't seen a more recent film of hers.
There was that one she did with
recently
in the last 10 years.
No, like in the last couple of years she did
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Was that her? Or am I getting my...
I don't know about that. I'm thinking about the really weird one that she won the Oscar for.
Is that across from the hot guy?
No.
No.
You're thinking of La La Land.
Yes, I'm thinking of La La Land.
That was longer ago. I haven't seen that either.
Yeah.
But the most recent one, Poor Things.
I haven't even heard of that.
What? Oh my God.
Poor Things?
Poor Things.
As in like P-A-W or P-O-O-R?
P-O-O-R. My God, you're so uncultured.
I am uncultured.
I may not have seen the film, but at least I know what it's about and who's in it. And that it was like very, very like lauded as...
What year?
2023.
Wow.
Like I said. Anyway.
Way too recent for me to have it on my radar.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll talk to you in 10 years. My point is, I haven't seen more modern Emma Stone. So my favorite film of hers might be one I haven't watched yet.
That's fair.
But she was still good. She was just a little bit more two-dimensional in this than in other films that I've seen her in, which is fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a huge disservice to her or the film. It was fine. In fact, it kind of worked through the fact that we're seeing the film through Jesse Eisenberg's eyes, Columbus's eyes, and he kind of sees her a little bit of like a Mary Jane. Yeah. Like, is that the right use of that phrase?
I think Mary Jane is usually like for yourself, like you are the Mary Jane.
Oh. Well, he kind of just sees her as like, girl to him.
Yeah. Oh my God, the first girl I've met in 1,000 Miles is perfect.
Yeah.
Etc.
I quite liked it was funny, had good plot, good pacing, good funny bits. I have one gripe.
I have more than one. What's your gripe?
Well, like one like real gripe.
What's your real
gripe?
gripe?
The rest are pretty.
Lay it on me.
Yeah. So obviously, Wichita and Little Rock, the sisters, are set up to be pretty smart. They have to have been smart to have survived.
Yeah.
Right? And yet, they go to a theme park and turn on every noise and light there is. And they seem surprised that it attracts zombies in one of the most densely populated places in America. Not densely populated, but you know what I mean? Like, it's...
There are...
Like, that to me, here's the thing. I'm not mad that they went to the theme park.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was part that needed to happen for the plot. And for the, it was a cool sequence with Woody Harrelson killing a bunch of zombies across the theme park.
Yeah.
However, I feel like there could have been a way to write it that they were like, well, let's only turn on one thing and then something happens and like maybe more of it gets turned on like accidentally. Like less of an intentional choice that they made that just seems so counter to their clear smarts that they've obviously got for the rest of the movie.
I mean, the only other thing that might have played it, because I agree with you, like fully, it's just so dumb when they've previously used noise to attract the zombies.
Right.
They know that is a tactic. Is like by the time we got to LA, most of the zombies were dead and dying. Do you know what I mean? And then they just show that there's just not many zombies like left, really.
Yeah,
but
there just could have been a few ways around it.
Yeah, there's a few ways around it. They did none of those ways around it. And,
so it just like annoyed me. I was like, come on.
And it got worse, right? Because they escaped the ride, which, by the way, like, how do you get off a ride when there's not a ride controller? How do you be like, oh, well, time to get off. The zombies are coming. Do you know what I mean?
Most rides, I think, would operate on like a time cycle.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know enough about rides, but I'm just like...
Look, they do some liberties with the way I think...
And that's it, right? They take some liberties and they go, well, let's just completely undermine these characters by taking this really big liberty with their decision-making in this moment.
Yeah.
There are a few of those. I don't remember the dialogue being so corny, because it's very corny.
Yeah. I mean, any dialogue between Columbus and Wichita, yes. I don't think the dialogue between Columbus and Tallahassee is less corny.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is why it works better, is that it's more, like, funny, less corny.
Yeah, I wonder how much of that is Woody.
I mean, you have a script.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think Emma Stone could have made it, like, somehow funnier-fied corny lines.
Oh, no.
More than she, you know what I mean? And again, I think it goes back to, if you think about who this film was made for, I think the perfect audience is a Columbus type.
Yeah.
Who gets to go to this movie and see themselves as the hero.
The underrepresented.
An unlikely survivor in the zombie apocalypse, right? Yeah. Who then gets the girl. Yeah. So that's like that, and that then informs some of the dialogue, the way we're shown this woman, all of it. And it, as someone that isn't that demographic and isn't that particular archetype, you walk away being like, yeah. So for a little bit.
Gee, that was a choice.
But it wasn't like actively bad.
I still don't get why he painted a 3 on the side of his vehicle.
I don't know. Maybe it's a reference, like a car thing. We're not car people.
It's got to be a reference to something. That is something I remember reading about. Like, there's a bunch of little references and things in this film. This was a while ago I was reading this. Like,
in the movie Zombieland, Tallahassee paints the number 3 on all his cars as an homage to the late NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt, who famously drove the number 3 car. This is a recurring detail throughout the film and a clear reference to the racing legend, according to Screen Rant and GameSpot. Thank you, Google AI Overview.
That has left me with more questions, but not like interesting questions. That's like, is Tallahassee into that driver, or is Woody into that driver? Is like, or related? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just such a weird thing to have in the movie and not explain.
Really, it's just about building an image of the character of Tallahassee, right? Like, you've got the visuals of him, his costuming, his hat, his boots, his accoutrement, and then obviously his accent. Like, he's a certain type of rough and tumble redneck type.
He is Florida Man.
Right. And so it stands to reason that Florida Man is kind of into NASCAR. And we're not American, and so we obviously don't
follow NASCAR.
Right, like, we're not the target audience for understanding that reference. But I'm sure a bunch of people went to that and knew that without having to look it up, because it's like an established reference. I'm trying to think of, like, I don't know, it'd be like, I'm so not good at sports. I don't know. It'd be like a nerd every time they get, if like, let's say, instead of a redneck character, Woody Harrelson played a mega nerd that was somehow also really good at killing zombies. And let's say the positions were reversed, and it was every time Columbus got a car, he drew the Horde symbol on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Because he plays World of Warcraft.
Of course.
That's his thing.
I'll be honest, I'm probably going to throw away all my nerd cred cards here. I don't know if I'd recognize the Horde symbol if I saw it painted somewhere.
I might. I don't know.
So that's disappointing for me. That's disappointing for me, and I feel bad now. It was good. I enjoyed it. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to enjoy it. You know, the anticipation of really enjoying this film when I was younger and on rewatching, you know.
I will say I don't think your promise that it lives up to the same level as Shaun of the Dead was accurate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had it on that same pedestal, and we've dusted it off. We've put it back on the TV.
You dusted the pedestal off, and instead of like equal first, it's actually in third place, and you don't know how it got there.
It's actually
not gold; it's bronze.
It's actually a $30 knockoff jewelry ring on the pedestal. Not actually a good film. So
it's a reference you'll only get if you've seen the movie.
Yeah, if you've watched along with us, folks, you'll get that reference.
So look, I am glad to have seen it.
Now I just want to watch Shaun of the Dead, though.
Yeah, for sure. There was one jump scare.
It was a good jump scare.
And, like, we should have seen it coming.
Oh, yeah.
I did kind of see it coming, but it was still, like, a shock to the system.
Yeah. It was when 406 woke up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amber Heard.
Whoever that is. 406. But yeah, that was good proper shock. I also feel like the movie got louder at that point.
Yeah, I mean, that's the jump scare, my dude. That's called sound design.
Well, they did a good job.
They did. Are you ready to rate this film?
I think I am ready to rate this film. I don't know if I have anything else really to say, so I'm going to...
It includes a swear, so I'm not going to...
You can say a swear. You can say a swear.
I could say one swear?
You could say one swear.
Okay. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
No, well, mine doesn't have a swear in it, so I'll go first.
Okay.
I rate this 7.5 rules out of 10.
That annoys me for some reason. What's the 0.5 rule? I don't like it. I don't like it. My rating is 7.6 Bill fucking Murray's out of 10.
Yeah. Yep. I know that's not his middle name, but you'll excuse me.
Couldn't go past it. Couldn't find a better...
It was good. It was
find
good.
a better rating system.
Honestly, like, the two things that I remembered from this film were the start.
And Bill Murray.
And
I mean, look, I think the first third with just Columbus and Tallahassee is some pretty good, funny cinema.
Yeah.
And then the Bill Murray sequence is good. The like scam of it all is like the fact that it happens twice.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God. Yeah. It's silly. It's a bit like... but it's a comedy film. So again, you got to go back to like, I can't get too mad at the characters making silly decisions because you got to have silly decisions that lead to comedic situations.
Yes.
Yada, yada, yada. Otherwise there'd be no plot and it will be a serious movie and it'll be 28 Days Later rather than Zombieland.
Exactly.
So yeah, all that considered, pretty good. I would not be disinterested in seeing the sequel, especially because it's the same cast.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
I want to see it. I'm probably not as excited to see it now as I would have been.
I just hope that they don't, in the sequel, they didn't give Emma Stone such a terrible spray tan and dye her hair that colour and give her super dark eyeshadow because none of it suits her.
Wasn't it the style of the time? Like late thousands spray tans and dark makeup?
I can still be mad at it.
You can still be mad at it.
I don't think it looked that good at the time. It's depends on who you are. Like she is a naturally very light-skinned, I think she's a natural blonde.
Oh, really?
And so all of these, anyway, this is really getting in the weeds of someone's appearance, which I don't normally like to do, but I just know that Emma Stone...
You found it quite jarring.
Also, the fact is, she did Easy A literally the next year and looked much more, I would say, like herself.
Yeah.
And looked great. And so it was distracting to me.
Yeah.
In a sense of
I wonder if it's because it's set 10 years. It's not set I wonder if it's set 10 years on being released 10 years after the original.
I don't know.
Because you can't
10 years into Zombieland. Yeah, I don't know. That would be interesting.
Are there still zombies? I don't know. What's the play? Do they have a kid? You know?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out if we ever do it.
If we ever do it.
And if we do it, you'll be the first to hear about it, listener.
Well, you might not be if we see it and it's less than 10 years old. We might not rule it in. We might make a special
Oh,
exception.
sorry, no. Let me be clear. This episode won't be coming out for another 20 years. So keep up with our podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, other platforms that play.
You can find our podcasts on Patreon or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Right. Patreon is the Better Late Than Never Club. Thank you for being patient with us in our upload schedule. We hope to be better uploaders in the future.
We want to do it as often as we can. However, life, much to the opposite of Jurassic Park,
I think
gets
I
in
made
the
this
way.
joke last time. In an episode that we have yet to upload, I believe it's the opposite of life finds a way.
Yeah,
Life sometimes doesn't find a way.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum really misquote that Jeff Goldblum moment.
Let us know if you have any movies that you might see with rose-colored glasses that you'd like us to rewatch and confirm or deny whether they are actually good or not. Send your recommendations over to us on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll talk at you next time.
Till next time.
This episode of the Better Late Than Never Club is brought to you by our patrons: Alex, Christopher, Lindy, Matthew, Nathan, and Rachel.
And also our members, Aimless, Andrew, Raina, Salty Pond, and Simon.
Thank you for listening.